Shit. I'm about to talk about the time I almost got expelled. It wasn't my fault. It was my fault, but it wasn't my fault at the same time. This nigga, I have friends that fucked me up. This is where the story fucking began. I have a friend named Cairo, and I think Cairo, he is an extremely funny ass nigga at the wrong times. In school, you could be funny, especially in high school, you could be goofy. And in my high school, you could be really retarded. But this is middle school, and middle school is a little different. Rules were a little bit stricter, and the teachers were more ham, I guess you could say that. We had Cairo, and that nigga Cairo was a I don't give a fuck type nigga. And me being his friend, and at the time, I just was like, shit, fuck that. This one time where there was me, Cairo, and this girl named Z. I'm not gonna put her name in the fucking shit, but if you see the video, you understand who you are. Z, we didn't like very much. Z was probably the most, at the time I would be able to call her a bitch. No, but Z basically got us in trouble. Z was probably one of the most disrespectful girls in our grade, so we fucked with her. Not really fucked with her, but we actually we tried to set this bitch up. Probably from another person's standpoint, it's not funny, but it was funny as fuck to me. One time when we was all in class, it was me, Z, and Cairo, and we were all kind of spread it out between classes. I think we were taking the test or some shit. I think it was in math or something like that. We had this person come in. They had these slips or some shit, and they passed it out, and it was like this STD type shit. Paper, sign this, and call this number if you think you have any kind of problem with like this issue. Cairo dumbass, he already was ready to set this bitch up. Cairo dumbass basically checked it and signed Z name on the paper, and then told everybody to pass that bitch around. Eventually, that bitch came to me. Cairo wasn't really spread out that far. So I figured out who the fuck it was. I looked at that bitch, and then I looked at Cairo, and I was about to pass that bitch back. I already knew what the fuck was about to go on when I seen that bitch. I swear to God, I never had that so Raven so fucking fast, dog. I saw the future. Swear to God, I saw the future. He passed it back to me, and then I kept passing it back and forth, and then eventually I just broke. I said, fuck it. I did the dumbest thing ever. I had the paper in my hand, and I was just like, let me get rid of this bitch. Passed it to this dude named Eli. So Eli, he was basically like a snitch. I gave him the paper, and I told him, and I quote, I told this nigga, do not say my name or anybody else's. This nigga legit turned one person over and straight said,
I, Monty's wanted to give you this note.
Fuck that nigga, dog. We used to cook this nigga Eli too. Eli called Cairo something off of Mortal Kombat or something like that. It was funny at the time. When a nigga said that you got a sponsorship with Payless, and then like everybody started laughing, and this wasn't just new. This was like in fucking 7th, 8th grade. Yeah, it's like 7th. It was a whole ass bully shit. So I guess since I was in the group, that nigga thought, let me set this bitch ass nigga up. No, he told on me to her, and then she proceeded to get up and then tell the teacher, who told the principal, who called me in. It's not my fault. I didn't do shit. I just passed the note. I understand that passing the note wasn't the greatest idea, but still, dog, like, you shouldn't have did that shit. That's some ham ass shit, dog. That's some bitch ass nigga shit. Harry got suspended for a long ass time, and then I got suspended for like a day. Then when we came back, we would have had more proof or had more evidence. You would have got expelled, both of y'all niggas. I just passed that bitch. I ain't checked the box. That nigga Cairo did. There was 76 other niggas that passed that bitch, but because I was his friend, I got set up for that shit. There's the fucking 72 other suspensions in that bitch, huh? That's some confusing ass shit, huh? You would have dropped out a whole classroom because basically it went around the whole classroom, but Eli wanted to say my fucking name. Hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe on this fucking video, and share this shit to other people because I'm trying to get back into it. You know, I try. Bye.